Goes to the back of the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score! The handball shot, off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back of the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score! The handball shot, off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
Two phones, one for the hose, one for the right.
Should we go live?
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back of the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score! The handball shot, off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
Yeah, should I put these all the way up?
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back of the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
Well, what's new, man?
The handball shot, off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back of the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
Jeez.
The handball shot,
Ready?
off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
All right, welcome everybody in here today for some Rhode Island Rams men's lacrosse. The first men's lacrosse game we've ever had for the Rhode Island Rams here on Fans Only Sports Network, hosting the Grand Valley State Lakers, coming all the way from Allendale, Michigan this afternoon. Tim Duffy, Cam Rancor on the call. Cam, I'm hyped. It's lacrosse season. That's the spring here on Fans Only Sports Network. First of 4 home games we'll have for URI for the rest of the season, and this should be a good one between two good teams. URI number 1, Grand Valley State number 6 in the MCLA.
Yeah, two highly ranked teams in this country. I mean, obviously Grand Valley coming all the way from Michigan. They're here to mean business. They've come off the bus hooting and hollering today. Ever since they showed up, they've been screeching, doing their little calls here. And the Rams are warming up. They look good. We got a nice, beautiful weather day for lacrosse, so I think we're going to have some good action here today.
Some good action as well as Rhode Island. They're on the roll right now, winning 5 of their first 6 games. Grand Valley State only 1 game played this year. It's the second of a 3-game road trip for the Lakers, winning last night. So we'll see you guys in about 4 minutes for the opening of this game between Rhode Island and Grand Valley State here on Fans Only Sports Network. We'll be right back.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back of the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score! The handball
shot! Off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot! Off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot! Off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot! Off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
All right, 15 minutes on the clock for URI and Grand Valley State. So we're about to get this one going from Meade Stadium in Kingston, Rhode Island.
Tim, what lacrosse game is this for you?
All time?
Yeah.
URI or all time that I've watched?
All time.
I probably did about maybe 30, 40, 35, maybe 30 something last year.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Maybe like 20 something. I don't know. It's been a while though. So excuse my rustiness at all. We're just coming off the hockey season here on Fans Only Sports Network. But URI, letting us come here, do their club hockey game. Men's lacrosse game tonight here at the wonderful Meade Stadium. Thanks everyone for tuning in, as this ought to be a good game. The boys are getting souped right now for this one. As you can tell, they are loud and proud, ready to get things going here. 15 minutes on the clock. Welcome to Fans Only Sports Network, URI Lacrosse.
Here we go, Timmy.
Opening face-off will be Alex Barris for Grand Valley State.
Face-offs are so huge in the game of lacrosse, Tim. If you get a dominant face-off guy who just continues to win face-offs and you can continue to dominate offensive possession, it's always tough to play when teams double each other's time on attack and they just win every face-off and they keep getting the ball back after they score. It's not like basketball where if you get it, if you score, the other team scores. But we're underway. False start.
False start on the face-off as Nate Winter coming off the pitch after that for URI. And we are underway, yes. So URI possessing it first. It's Keegan Riley. Swinging it out, moving it around. Nobody trying to get on the board first. It's Adrian Rotowski, who they call the midfield mountain, putting it into the X. Here's a shot from the other side and coming out from behind the net and sailing that one over the top of everything.
There's your favorite rule right there. URI doing a good job chasing the shot, getting to that end line, closest to the end line so they can continue possession. Good to just test the arm right there. Good shot there from the attackman. But a good chase to make sure they continued on their possession.
Say goodbye to Anthony Guarino, the Italian stallion, as they call him. Leads the team in goals with 26. Moving around. Trying to make a move back to the top to Keegan Riley. Riley cuts inside, gets by Luke Ranto. Riley spinning, Riley shooting. Oh, and that one goes over the top, and Riley will possess it again. Minute 5 seconds into this one.
Yeah, good ISO up top by the midfielder, trying to make a dodge and get to the net.
Around the net, a shot. It got patted down and picked up by Grand Valley State by Ranto, and it's a great deflection by Jacob Meter, the sophomore defenseman, up ahead. It's Barris. Moving around, Raptis.
Yeah, Tim, lacrosse is such a change on the fly type of game. It's very underrated. The midfielders, you got your offensive midfielders, your defensive midfielders. So you got 3 guys going on and off the field pretty much every possession. So it's always key to make sure you have good, clean changes, good substitutions. And that's how you're going to dominate this game.
Let's see who can do that more effectively this afternoon. Here's a great chance, a shot gets saved, second opportunity, and a score for Nicholas Raptis. Puts Grand Valley State.
That did not.
Oh, no.
No, that missed the net wide.
Jeez. Man, tough start today. Tough start. My apologies, guys. I haven't called a cross goal in a long time. You know, it's a deceiving angle from up top here at the concourse at Meade Stadium.
Yeah, he tried to go low there on the big goaltender. But a good job by the URI goaltender, standing tall, not giving up a ground, high or low. And it was more the Grand Valley attackman just missing the net there a little bit wide when he's all alone in front. You got to cash in on those opportunities, especially when you're playing the number 1 team in the country. But we're continuing to see this URI defense.
They do it here. Raptors tries it again as Billings, who is in net for Rhode Island. Hunter Billings, the senior goalie. This one goes out of bounds and a flag, the first of the game, as Connor Rutritz was knocked down out of bounds.
Yeah, just a little push in the back there. That's going to lead to the flag. Can't push from behind. It's just up. I forget what the push with possession, you could call it. As long as the URI player's got the ball in his hand, you can't push him from behind. That's just what happens there. It's going to give the URI team their first man-up opportunity of the evening.
First man-up chance for Rhode Island.
Let's see what kind of formation they come out in here.
As they're trying to get on the board first. I'm moving around. Here's a swing to the right side. Grover gives it up. And the net. Guarino over to Riley. Riley back to Grover. Good movement. Here's a great chance. A shot and a score from Keegan Riley to put Rhode Island on the board first. His 5th goal of the season.
That was a rip from Riley. Just the right
16th goal, excuse me.
Yeah, pretty much around that 25-yard line right there, 15 yards out from the goaltender. Just goes low to high, rips it right over the righty goalie, right over his offstand stick side. It's a tough save to get over the other side with your stick. And Keegan Riley letting the rocket unleashed here early on in this one to give the Rams the early lead. Can't put the Rams on the power play, clearly, as they take advantage of the man-down opportunity.
As Rhode Island is a team that averages 14 goals a game through their first 6 matchups. Getting the first of the game, almost 3 minutes in this one, going the other way now with it.
Like I said, Tim, face-off so critical. URI so far 2-0 on the face-offs. Great job by their face-off guy winning these draws and continuing offensive possession. Looking to build momentum.
The winner doing a great job on the face-off. Here's a high pass, Grover. Sails over the top of Guarino. And we'll go back the other direction. Trapped. And gives it up. Cross field pass. Here is Konig Schnecht moving it upfield, trying to create some offense for the Lakers. Carl Wandre is in net, the freshman for Grand Valley State. Here's Mesler at the top.
So I was curious about the shot clock coming in today. It looks like they do have a 60-second shot clock going. If quick shot right there, it is.
As 40 seconds remain on that shot clock. Here is a little pump fake with a turnover. Goes back to Billings, the forced turnover. And Rhode Island the other direction now. Here's Grover. That turnover was forced right in front of the net by big number 88, Luke Senecal, who we saw at Hendricken last year make a lot of big plays for that Bishop Hendricken Hawks team.
It's a freshman?
Freshman, yes. Familiar name here on Fans Only Sports. A few familiar names. Just a good pass inside, and Wandre able to pick it up almost in harm's way and gets a stick in the face right there.
Yeah, he was looking for some sort of flag there where there was a slash to the helmet or a push from behind. Just can't get anything from the refs. Refs letting the boys play early on.
The pass to midfield. It's Caleb Lowell trying to get around the edge of Nick Verserto. Lowell still has the ball, charging through. Lowell lost it. And there was another nearly forced takeaway, right? Forced turnover by Matt Verserto for Rhode Island, but they'll repossess. 5 minutes into this first quarter. I'll have to let my clock catch up a little bit. It did reset earlier in the game in Verlaine, but we are under 10 minutes here in this first quarter. Here's the charge. Pass inside. A shot. Ooh, backhand for Raptis, who has made his name loud and proud so far in this one on the attack. Now, Grand Valley State realizing here's the cut inside, a shot, and he gets whammed down before he can even do it.
Ooh.
And a flag will be called for that one.
It's a
as
tough
it was
flag.
Lowell on the charge trying to punch in the first Laker goal.
Definitely a tough flag on that one. Kind of good defensive play. Guy kind of beats him on the cut, but he does a good job getting back into possession. He put his hands together and he kind of drove through him a little too aggressively, maybe a little bit from behind if you ask the Stripes. But we're going to see a Grand Valley man-up opportunity here to try to tie this thing up, just like how URI took the lead.
First man-up opportunity of the game for Grand Valley State.
See what kind of defense the Rams come in. You got your 4 poles out there with your 1.
Who's the number in the box right now? Can't really tell.
What do you mean?
Who's in there?
You got 88 out there. You got 2. You got.
There's the pass inside, a shot, and a score for Raptis. It's a little shimmy with that one, and Grand Valley State has tied things up. So 2 goals, 2 man-up opportunities. Effectively done here in this one as Grand Valley State has tied things up.
Yeah, it's so tough to take penalties in lacrosse. Lacrosse is such a hard game to defend when it's 6-on-6. Then when you take away one of the defenders, it makes it incredibly difficult to stop a high-powered offense like we have here today with 2 top 10 teams in the country.
Rhode Island trying to answer back as this is a Grand Valley State team, like I said, that's only played 1 game so far. Winning 15-3 last night against Central Connecticut State.
Curious if they bust up here this morning or they stayed at a hotel last night. What do you think?
Probably stayed in a little hotel. Nah, probably just, I don't know, that's a good question. I wouldn't know, man.
It's a long drive from Michigan.
Yeah. There's Grand Valley State repossessing the ball here. It's Jacob Rogers giving it up, and now stepping back, feeds it. Colin Davis inside, working around, another shot, and that one hits the side of the post. Round getting there first. It's Billings as he is trapped now, trying to get rid of it, and does. Over to Connor Ruderitz. Pass to the long stick midfielder. In Senecal, not going to go. He stays alive. 8 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Senecal. Keegan Riley. Riley being patient when they have the ball so far in this game, trying to create the best shot that they can. Trying to get one right here. It's Grover. Back to the top, Riley. Rakowski charging through. Rakowski makes a shot and sneaks it in for the goal. Rhodey retakes the lead from a snipe from Adrian Rakowski, the midfield mountain, his 6th goal of the year.
Great work there, getting down low, finding his shot. Midfield mountain kind of makes a nice dodge at the top, takes advantage of the defender on him. And he barges in, gets exactly what he wants. It's a nice shot, puts it between the legs of the goalie. It's a tough save for the Tendy. Try to drop it down low, bounce shot in between the legs. It's a beautiful shot there from the kid.
Great shot right there. Created some space in Rhode Island. Getting 2 in the first half of this first quarter so far today. And a false start on the faceoff. Going Rhode Island's favor is Barris. Showing early again. Grover. Who helped set up that last possession with his precise passing. Getting around and swinging it. Here is Rhode Island trying to get their 3rd goal of this first quarter. Won their 4 of the last 5 games. A shot and a score again. Flag flies, a couple of them flying. And it's 3 on the board for the Rams. That one, Keegan Riley.
That was 99.
99. That was Heath Kennedy, who leads the team in goals.
Yeah, very impressive move there by Heath. He's going to get an and 1, I believe. Not too sure if the stripes are going to continue out there. But he got the flag. He definitely took a slash right to the front of the helmet, which is going to be a flag every time. And it was a beautiful dodge. Clearly just called the ISO play. He had the mismatch on him, and he just took advantage of the defender right there. Made him look silly. Drive that to the net, put it upstairs on the smaller goaltender. And gives the Rams the 3-1 lead here.
So Heath Kennedy's, 2nd on the team in goals, right behind Guarino. That's his 19th of the year in just 7 games.
Yeah, the Stripes kind of talking out a penalty right now. I wish I could hear him.
You're a little Stripes man yourself, Cam.
Yeah, lacrosse is a tough sport to ref. I've never refed it myself, but there's so many little calls, there's so many whistles throughout the game that makes it tough, as it is going to be your eyeball here with the man advantage. And 1, Tim. It's different from hockey, where if you score on a delayed penalty, that usually you don't go to the box, but in lacrosse, you still go to the box.
So, man in the box for Grand Valley State. Now with an extra man opportunity, already up 3-1.
Coming out in a little 14 formation, a 1-4-1. You got 2 guys on the crease, and then you kind of make a diamond around.
Kennedy trying to put a nice little spin move on.
They're going to be 2. They're 2 men down, actually. It's 6-on-4.
Great pass inside to Grover, and he couldn't hold on to it. It would have been a surefire shot at a goal.
Right? I'm not crazy, right? It's 6-on-4? Yeah,
it is 6-on-4, yes. Here's a shot and another one. Ripping it home. 3 goals just like that in the span of about 2 minutes. And it's Patrick Grover putting it in.
I think that was Kennedy, too.
Was it again?
Yeah.
I thought it was 14.
I think it was 99. Made the nice dodge there on the side. Took advantage of the 2-man advantage. And he just came in and absolutely ripped a shot once again, a high stick side. The goalie just had no chance there. And that's a tough save for him to make when you got a kid just absolutely unleashing a bomb when you're 10 yards out in front of you. Just no time for the Tendy to react.
Great Valley State trying to answer.
Oh, great check there by the defender. Oh, they're going to call that as a penalty. What's the film say?
I'm rewatching this film right now. Yeah, that was the man. Heath Kennedy with his 20th goal of the year. My apologies, fans at home. Missing a couple of these crucial goals so far. But hey, goals galore early in this one. Sure to see a lot more in the next 3 quarters.
Yeah, you can tell this was going to be a chippy game. The way Grand Valley kind of came in here, the hooting and hollering the way they were, URI kind of responded. And it's college lacrosse. It's tough to keep these boys on the field to like each other, you know. Then it's just not going to happen out there. We've seen a lot of penalties early on in this one. And it's definitely helped out URI in a much more positive way than Grand Valley.
So let's see if URI can add on to this lead. It's been all Rams early on in this one. So we have Keegan Riley with the goal, Adrian Ratowski with a goal, and Heath Kennedy with the last 2. For Rhode Island, here's Grover. Reno charging from the other net. Grover lost the ball there, couldn't make the clean catch. Picks it back up.
Yeah, URI doing a good job spacing on here on the man advantage, making all 5 defenders cover as much ground as possible, trying to create an open shot.
Great chance in front of the net. As Riley trying to get to Grover, loose ball will be put up in the air. Chasing after it is Jacob Meter for Grand Valley State. Tumble into the...
It's going to be a loose ball push. Grand Valley ball.
It's Grand Valley State repossessing. They have not seemingly had the ball in the last couple of minutes, it feels like.
I haven't seen a
good
minute.
Opportunity.
They can't stay out of the box right now.
This one is flung way downfield and over the head of a leaping Adam Verner, and will go out of bounds. Another turnover for Grand Valley State. Billings. Ahead, he's going to find his man running across midfield and puts it up. Kennedy.
Back to 6-on-6 action here. So far, Grand Valley has come out in a bit of a man coverage. And URI, I mean, there hasn't been much 6-on-6 action, so it's tough to say. They got 3 of their goals on the man advantage?
Yeah, 3 goals on a man-up advantage for the Rams.
It seems like this is a matchup they like, though, with Heath Kennedy on this number 11. So that's
Charging
a flag.
Through Kennedy. Going to try to fight for that ball back. No call is made. Taking it the other direction is Kevin Prabhakar. And they'll go out of bounds. Going back to Rhode Island is GVSU, just with some self-inflicted wounds here in the game's first 10.5 minutes. There's a pass inside and taken away. Still alive, picked up by Kennedy. GVSU unable to get it back. Guarino fighting for it. Will be poked out of bounds. And we'll stay with Rhode Island. Exactly 4 on the clock. Into the X now. Wrap around the corner, pass inside. Kennedy thought he had the ball, but unable to get it cleanly. Still with Rhode Island, fighting for it. Kennedy able to pick it up.
Good support there by Kennedy on that ground ball. He saw the one-on-one matchup was kind of tied up. Good job there by Kennedy helping in on the support and continuing this possession for the Rams.
Riley charging through. Riley shot! Number 2 for Keegan Riley. Beautiful. And it's 5-1. Rhode Island.
Beautiful move there by Keegan Riley at the top of the midfield. Makes a nice dodge on the short stick midi. Comes in with speed on that right side, just like we saw for the first goal. Drops it right in the 5-hole once again of this Grand Valley goalie. It's going to give the Rams a pretty big advantage here early on here in this first quarter.
Sure is, as it is a 4-goal lead.
5-1 early on, eh?
Yeah, I mean, you know me, I can't escape the blowouts, but this game far from being over. especially with how many goals are scored in lacrosse.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of time left. I mean, these are two of the top 10 teams in Division II MCLA. As Sam Dorado from Burrillville, Rhode Island, picking this one up. They call him the Rat. So put in the middle of the field and picked up the 30 by Grover. Grover trying to get by. Now just dominating time possession. Grover slicing through and gives it up. Sajak over to Cantilli. John Cantilli's shot gets saved.
Good job there by the Grand Valley goalies, finally shutting down the 5-hole. The Rams are kind of taking advantage of it, got 2 of their goals on that 5-hole. He kind of knew it was coming on that one, and he closed the legs up real quick.
Yo, dude, the camera's frozen.
Again. I'm getting these money shots too, bro. This HDMI is terrible.
All right, we're back. Oh,
I got you.
maybe. All right, we're back. Our camera, getting a little bit cheeky on us today. But hey, we are alive and well. Don't worry. Glad you didn't go anywhere. Fans at home, it's Grand Valley State trailing by 4, trying to get on the board. They need to answer quick. Pass the time. Raptis' shot wide to the right.
That was a sick underhand rip there from the Grand Valley attackman. Just got to miss the net wide. That one's got to get a net, especially on a 5-1 game like we are in.
Goal before the end of the first would be huge for the Lakers. Konigsneck thinking about it. Puts it into harm's way, but gets it back. Backpedaling. And Schermerhorn was right in his grill the whole time. It's back to Konigsneck. Moving around, here's a great looking opportunity. Nice deke, a shot, and a great save from Billings.
Good save by Billings, keeping his position. It's all about cutting down the angle when they're in that close. You can't get by it by those big legs of Schilling.
So it was Adam Werner, the sophomore, taking the shot. That one saved by Billings again. Konigsneck unable to keep it alive for Grand Valley State. 60 seconds remain here in this first quarter. Billings launches downfield. Nice pass, but off the stick of Riley. Put it right in front of the net. Riley picks it up. Riley's a shot and a great save. Second opportunity and a score. Another one. It's Wyatt O'Brien. The freshman putting on 6 today. In the first quarter for the Rams. .48 seconds to go here in this first quarter. 6-1 lead for Rhode Island. Three seconds to go here in the first. All right, my apologies, guys at home. We are back. We're better than ever. Charging through. It's Rotowski. Here's a good chance for Grover off his stick. Final 20 seconds here in the first quarter. Spinning is Guarino. Trying to get inside and it runs into a wall of black jerseys. Puts it over his head. Would have been a crazy pass if he got over to his man, but it's going to stay with Rhode Island for the last 3.9 seconds. Good chance at the gun for Riley. It won't go. And that'll end the first quarter. 6-1, Rhode Island in front. they are pouring it on Grand Valley State. 6 goals, 4 different goal scorers, and this thing is all Rhode Island. It's quarter number 2 about to begin. Take a little 30-second commercial break here on Fans Only Sports Network.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
There's try to kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
There's try to kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
There's try to kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
All right, second quarter about to begin. Rhode Island ballooning to a 6-1 lead in that first quarter of Cam. We saw 3 goals on man-up opportunities for the Rams. 3 in the span of about a minute 30 seconds midway through the first quarter. I mean, what's the advance looking like for Rhode Island here in this one so far?
Obviously, like you said, the man advantage has been huge here in this one. Grand Valley just can't keep this high-powered Rams offense. I mean, they've been clicking on all cylinders. They're going after one-on-one matchups that they like. The ball's moving around well. It's mostly pass and catch, no drop balls on the ground. And this Rams attack showing a lot of good chemistry out there, and they're ripping these powerful shots that have been tough for the Grand Valley goalie to keep up with.
Saw a few fault. Yep.
It's 6-1 so far in after one quarter.
Half a dozen on the board for the Rams as the home team is cruising right now to a fast start.
Still a lot of hooting and hollering, though, from Grand Valley. Do we know their mascot?
The Lakers.
The Lakers. Still a lot of hooting from the Lakers.
Hooting and hollering. As second quarter play is underway. No false start on the faceoff there. We saw a few of them from Grand Valley State in the first quarter. It's
going to be a loose ball push going on the Rams. It's going to be Grand Valley Lakers ball.
So we switch sides in the second quarter. Grand Valley going this side of the field now. Here's Barris, who had a couple of false. Sorry, that was Konigstedt, but Barris a couple of false starts and faceoffs in the first. And this is another turnover for Grand Valley State. Rhode Island getting it back again. Like you said, I mean, a lot of balls on the ground today for the Lakers.
Yeah, you can see a little bit maybe a frustration on the Lakers so far in this one. Kind of maybe just got off a long bus ride from Michigan, Sam Keem, to maintain any sort of offensive pressure right now. And they're getting a little bit frustrated trying to rush their offense maybe a little bit because they're down 5 goals so early. And you can't be doing that against the #1 team in the country like the Rams are.
Just struggling to do anything proper in this first half. As here is O'Brien. Give it up on the near side. Charging through, it's Heath Kennedy putting on the back pedal, lost the ball.
It's going to be in the crease. It's going to be Lakers ball.
Lakers ball is Jacob Meter was the one defending him right there.
Goalie on the Grand Valley kind of jumping the gun there on the quick restart. And the ref's going to bring that one back.
Colin Ladd, cross field pass. He's got his man in Meter. Head coming out off the sideline, charging through. Konigschneck giving it up. Grand Valley State trying to get some offense here. There's Mate giving it up. Moving around. Konigschneck looking in the middle to a streaking man in Jacob Rogers. Here's Griffin Jocks with the hoodie trying to make a play on this one. Another good save from Billings.
Yeah, beautiful swim dodge there from the midfielder. He draws the penalty.
I mean, Cam, you were the cross goalie yourself back in the day. I mean, what is it like getting a ripper like that coming in your direction? I mean, we've seen more so early on this one, but just in general, I mean, what is that? What's that like?
Yeah, it's a crazy job. Not a lot of people sign up for the job willingly. It's tough, man. It's all a mentality thing, especially in this weather as the lights come on.
Lights coming on here at Meade Stadium. Prime time action.
But goalie's a tough job, man. It's always important to see the shots. The farther away, the better it is if you're a goalie. But as long as it's not a crank from 10 yards out, like we've seen a couple of the Rams get, usually it's a good shot. I mean, a good opportunity for a save.
Here is a shot, another good save from Billings, who saves another Konigschneck shot. It's going the other direction, and let's see, maybe the lights on are going to help Grand Valley State, find some vision and on a comeback. But so far, I mean, nothing on the board since early on in that first period. 5 unanswered goals for Rhode Island to end the first quarter. I'm still in the hockey mindset right now. 5 unanswered goals to end the first quarter for the Rams. Still a scoreless second thus far.
That was a nice save there by Billings. Just a unlucky turnover. Trying to clear the ball. He was trying to get it to his LSM up in this top left corner here. Just can't connect on the pass. Turn it over on the sideline. It goes back to the Lakers. Seems like they've got more possession so far in the second quarter than they did in the whole first quarter.
Jocks scores the goal, and like you just said, I mean, they're getting a lot of possessions in the second quarter, and Griffin Jocks, the sophomore, capitalizing on one finally. Just under 3 minutes ago, or 3 minutes into the second quarter.
Yeah, Griffin makes a nice move there on the short stick midi up top. Comes down with speed, and Billings kind of took a guess there. He guessed low. You can see his stick drop down, try to cover up the 5-hole, and Griffin goes high upstairs to beat Billings and give the Lakers a little bit of life here. First goal since 1-1.
Got that one where Mama hides the cookies. This face-off is won by Rhode Island, picked up by Winter. Trying to find his man before coming off the pitch. What a move he just put on. Still put on the Jets, loses bounce, keeps the ball. Still alive. And it goes back to Pat Grover. Trying to get by Ethan Mate. Grover backpedaling. It's Keegan Riley who scored twice today. Riley trying to go behind the net into the X surveying. Trying to keep a good tempo are the Rams with a 4-goal lead, but not trying to hit their foot off the gas pedal. Riley, nice move to get free, and a shot that goes in the back of the net. Number 3 for Keegan Riley puts the Rams up 5.
The freshman with the beautiful move there, gets it to the right hand, rips one just top cheese on that goaltender. Like we said, a bit of a small goaltender in net for the Lakers right now. The Rams have been taking advantage of that, doing a good job mixing the shots upstairs, up above his stick, and then going down low in between the 5-hole. Just kind of putting it all over the map, making it tough for this Lakers goalie to try to figure out where the Rams are going.
Keegan Green in net for Grand Valley State, number 35. Already seen 7 goals get by him today. It's been a tough one. 7 goals get by Grand Valley State today. Konigschneck giving it over to Caleb Lowell. Here's Jocks, who just scored for Grand Valley State. Trying to get in the middle of the field, gives it up. Swinging it around are the Lakers. Here's a good opportunity, a shot and a score. And some talk afterwards. Caleb Lowell with the third Laker goal today.
Great ball movement down low by the Lakers. Kind of move it around. All three attackmen touch the ball there. And then they finally end up with Lowell all alone on that right side. He absolutely unloads on a shot. High stick side on Billings. Just had no chance there. It's a tough angle for the goalie. Trying to find the right angle off the post. But Lowell does a good job absolutely unloading on that one and putting it top cheese. Almost put a rip in the net on that one. Jeez. As
Grand Valley State finally starting to find their rhythm and show why they're one of the more elite teams in Division II. Coming off of a game where they scored 15 goals last night. They have the third game of their triple header road trip tomorrow against Bridgewater State. So a game in Connecticut, a game in Rhode Island, and a game in Massachusetts. Here on the East Coast.
Have a spring break, eh?
Yeah. Little spring break trip as this one goes back to the Lakers. Over for Rhode Island, which we've seen very seldom today. There's Prabacher. Getting poked from behind, and he picks it back up. Nice play from Kennedy right there. And flags flying everywhere.
So we're going to get a man-up opportunity for the Lakers once the ball hits the ground, or once URI gains possession.
See if they can get a 2-for-1 right here.
A little bit of momentum right now on the side of the Lakers, like you said, since the lights came on.
The lights been helping them out. They've looked a lot better since. 2 goals on the board. Maybe they just live for these prime time moments. Here's Mate trying to charge through, giving it up. Back to Mesler in the middle. Here's a pump fake from Jocks, a shot and a save from Billings. Oh, that was a good save right there.
That was a good save by the big fella getting downstairs, covering up that 5-hole. Jacques trying to drop it low. Drops his hands low. You can tell he's going low. Good job there by the goalie recognizing that and getting his stick down there early to make that save.
And that time Billings guessing correctly. Going to that 5-hole.
That's correct. Jacques just went upstairs after Billings thought he guessed 5-hole. Maybe could have gone upstairs once again, but can't fool him twice.
Rogers gives it over to Jacques, trying to wiggle around his defender. Here is Tardik. Back to Jacques. Rogers swinging it over, going to the X now. Tardik. Low on the right side, but it goes back to Rogers. This one can't get it over to Raptis. Now he has it again, a shot, and this one goes over the top of everything. He'll stay with Grand Valley State. Just over 8.5 minutes to go in this second quarter, first half. It's a good chance, a shot from Tardik. Saved again by Billings, trying to get picked up right there by Loring. And still will stay with Grand Valley State.
Yeah, good job there by Grand Valley State jumping on the defender. They kind of had almost 1-on-4 there down low. Picks it up on the ground ball, knocks it right out of his hands, out of bounds, so they can keep possession here on the man up.
Rogers goes over at the top construct. Jocks.
Even.
Tardik.
6-on-6. Good job by the Rams killing.
Not squandered. Or squandered there by the Lakers. As you said, it's back to 6-on-6 action as Konigschneck shot wide. Stay with Grand Valley State. Whistle's blowing everywhere. 8:01 to go in this first half.
Refs are just communicating about something. I'm not sure. It looks like a disagreement between one of the refs and the Grand Valley coach as they're talking through it right now. But we'll get a Grand Valley possession, still back to 6-on-6, looking for them to cut the lead down to 3 here. As the ref's going to call it once again. Maybe something with the clock?
Yeah, the shot clock now. It wasn't at 78 a second ago, it said.
Shot clock's very interesting. They have a shot clock. Like high school lacrosse, you don't see it at the club level. You do get I believe it's 80 seconds? 80. I said 60 earlier. It's 80 seconds.
Yeah, 80 seconds, yep.
Now it reset once again. Here we go. What is going on?
We're going to stop the clock again. I am not sure what's going on here.
It's some sort of malfunction with the shot clock right now.
Well, in the meantime, this game is brought to you by our amazing sponsors, by Ray's Hockey Shop in Smithfield, Rhode Island. Everything made in-house in Smithfield. You can call them at 401-231-1995 or email Ray at rayshockey.com for all your hockey needs. By Stephanie Socher, who's been in business for over 20 years as a broker and owner. Very appraised. Covers Massachusetts and speaks Spanish as well here in Rhode Island. Give her a phone call for any home concerns you may have. Spiders on home college, next shot is wide by our very own RR League recruits with access to 60,000 coaches across 3,000 schools and 38 NCAA sports. Be seen by signing up today if you are a high school athlete looking to play at the next level. It's flags flying again. There's a lot of stoppages in clock here in this second quarter.
Yeah, Grand Valley going to get another man advantage here. As they are going to try. I mean, the last one was not successful. It was a good job by the Rams man-down defenders to keep kind of forcing Grand Valley everything to the outside. They're not allowing for anything to come inside for Billings, making it easy for him. As we're going to get a timeout for the Rams.
Timeout Rams we'll take one ourselves. Lakers gaining some confidence midway through this second quarter. It is a 7-3 lead for the home team still. But we will be right back here on Fans Only Sports Network. You won't want to miss it.
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Justin fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Justin fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
All right, 7:35 to go in this second quarter. Does Grand Valley stay with a man-up chance?
Yeah, true opportunity here for the Lakers. They sort of starting to slowly build momentum here in the second quarter, cutting into this lead by 1 goal right now in this one. So we'll see what this last 7:30 has in store for the Lakers, maybe to try to make this more of a game in the second half.
For a team that scored 2 of the last 3 goals in this game, trying to crawl back in it. Jock swinging it around. Here's a great opportunity, another good save off the bounce from Billings.
Looks like that went off the crossbar right there, if you ask me. It was a sick bounce shot, trying to go from low to high, and he almost did it successfully. Billings just knows his net well, you could say. And that one goes up and above the goal, but the Lakers there on the chase down to keep possession.
This one will go out of bounds again. It'll stay with Grand Valley State.
This man down penalty is about to expire. You got the guy at midfield who's going to sprint on as the other guy just walks right out of the box.
Billings makes the save there. Gets the home crowd a little bit rowdy as man-up chance concludes for Grand Valley State. Unable to capitalize that time. Here's a good move. Charging through, taking a shot, bouncing it home for the 4th time today. It's Keegan Riley. Getting the lead back up to 5. His 19th goal of the year. 3rd on the team. Right behind Heath Kennedy, who scored twice today. He has 20. Anthony Guarino with 26. But Riley making a name for himself as a player of the game so far.
You know, the freshman looked real impressive here in this first half of this one. He's going to come in, establish his game, and right now he's got the same amount of goals as the other team. Almost at halftime of this one.
He's got more goals, 4-3 right now. As Riley has outscored the entire Laker unit up to this point. 6.5 to go in this first half.
Big face-off right here. URI has a chance to get possession right now, especially down a man still.
Fight for on the face-off. Be picked up by Winter, who's done that all game long. He's played a great game on the face-off. Gets off the pitch. Here's Grover.
Face-off man has done his job today, that's for sure.
Sure has. So O'Brien, trying to see where to go to. Gets it to his man who just came off the bench right there in Ratowski. Scored earlier. He's been quiet since, but he gets that one. The left side's impact still being made, though, for sure. Here is a pump fake from Kennedy. Thinking about it. Giving it up. Moving around. It's O'Brien trying to get to the outside. Put it in the middle of the field. No, back behind the net. To the X. Trying to charge through. Flag flies. Be a man-up chance for Rhode Island. As Ratowski losing it right there.
Yeah, you can't put this team on the man up. They've taken advantage so far with 3 man advantage goals, and they had done a good job so far in the second quarter, which is part of the reason they started a comeback. But right after you give up a goal and then you go down a man, this is not good for the Lakers.
Not good at all for Grand Valley State. Rhode Island, I mean, they are cruising right now. Chance to get their largest lead of the game in 6 goals right here. Ratowski swinging it. O'Brien. Right side, Grover. At the top, Ratowski. O'Brien. Grover. It was a good shot and a great save.
Yeah, they let the Italian stallion kind of walk out around X.
As Guarino still looking for that first goal of the game for him. Just an excellent save by Keegan Green. Taken away at midfield by Riley. Here's a great shot for Kennedy, ripping, and that one sailing over the top. As that was a laser beam right there. Stays with the Rams, though.
Yeah, good job, though, by the Laker goalie, standing tall in that net, protecting that upstairs, and being that last line of defense back there.
This one off the stick of Guarino, fighting for it, wrestling, picked up by Kennedy for a sec. He can't get there before Green does. He'll get it out of harm's way. This one trying to get picked up by Pravhocker, who falls down at midfield, colliding with O'Brien. We'll go back to Grand Valley State, trying to answer back and cut this lead one piece at a time. Tardik. Crossfield pass, finds his man in Ethan Mate. At the top, Davis. Spinning, out of trouble, puts it into the middle of the field. That was Mesler, and it's going to bounce over to Raptis. Stays alive with Grand Valley State. Here's an opportunity for a shot. That's a little bit wide right there. Taken by Davis. It'll stay with Grand Valley State. With just under 4 minutes to go in this first half. Breaking news, the Chicago Bears have traded the number 1 overall pick in the draft to the Carolina Panthers, if anyone cares. That was just a crazy jump scare right there. Raptors! Oh, I thought I almost 5-holed them.
I think that was Pipe. Hit a little post action.
That's crazy, though. We got to talk about that at halftime. That's absurd. Anyways. This one off the stick of Grover, and he can't believe he couldn't hold on to that one as they will go the other direction. Here's Ethan Mate. Swinging it around, it's Tardik trying to get through. Get by Ryan Loring, pass inside. Here's Mate. Spinning around was Mesler. Grand Valley State possessing this ball way more than they did in the first quarter, I'll tell you that, in this second frame of 15 minutes. They've made some proper adjustments, but they still trail by 5. Here's Koenigsnecht charging through. This one, Raptors trying to get out of midair. Couldn't. And it was picked up by Schermerhorn for Rhode Island. The other direction now, it's the Rams, and trying to get one before the end of the first half. Good look for Kennedy off his leg. Here's a pass for Guarino, and a score. Number 9 for Rhode Island.
Just beautiful work there by the attackman and Schermerhorn stepping up into the play. Great transition offense by the Rams. Makes a nice pass on his behind almost and gets it down low to that ex-attackman cutting out from behind. It's all alone all day. That's a goal 9 times out of 10, just putting their Lakers goalie into a bad spot there as that defense. But yeah, I saw them practicing in warm-ups, that transition offense, that 4-on-3 stuff, and the Rams take full advantage right there of that one. It was beautiful execution from the number 1 team in the country.
As Guarino finally gets that goal that he was looking for all game. And the Italian Stallion with his 27th of the year. This is a team coming into this game had 80 goals on the season, or 85 Rhode Island did. And almost a third of them belong to that man. Jocks, who scored the second goal for Grand Valley State. Trying to get to work. Final 2 minutes of this first half here from Meade Stadium. Koenigsnecht trying to get by. Got a little help from his friend and Caleb Lowell. Pass inside. It'll be picked up somehow by Jacques in traffic. Tries to get back to the top. Flag flies. It'll be a man-up chance, it appears, for Grand Valley State once this ball is dead or turned over. We got the 2-for-1 here. Stephen Koenigsnecht, Jr. with Sam Dorado on his face. Koenigsnecht's shot is a score. Yeah. Top shelf.
There's a rip there from Koenigsnecht, and he gets the foul as well. It could be 6-on-4 action here, but it's a great at the end of the half. A little bit of momentum for the Lakers. The captain, I believe, I saw him in warm-ups. Just a beautiful rip. Beats that high stick side of Billings on that one. Just too quick for Billings to catch up to.
As Stephen Koenigsnecht, who's made a difference all game for Grand Valley State with the and one. As though the man-up chance, and it appears it is going to be, I don't think it'll be 6, maybe 6-on-4, huh? Yeah, it will be.
Yeah. Big opportunity here for the Lakers at the end of the half. Try to cut this to 4, maybe 3 goals across. Truly just a game of runs, very similar to basketball in that sense. Once the boys get going, it's hard to stop that momentum. And we'll see if the Lakers can create some of that here with 1:17 to go in the second quarter. Coming out in a little 14 action.
Final 75 seconds of the first half with the Lakers having the ball. Jocks at the top, moving around. Here's a Will pump back to Jacques. Puts it inside. Tardik, here's a good opportunity and wide.
Great passing there by the Lakers in that 1-4-1 formation, getting it up top to out wide to the guy in the middle, trying to make these URI defenders move as much as they can as we have more issues with this shot clock. Jeez.
As Werner, we've seen a couple times go wide today on some shots. That time as well.
Coach is shouting out plays. I'm curious the audio, how well you can hear. Lacrosse is such a communicative sport, especially on defense. So it's always fun to get some on-the-field sound included in the broadcast.
Sure is. We have the mics for it today. Some great technology. Our little awesome soundboard has wrapped us his shot a little bit too tall for the net.
I think Billings might have got a piece of that one. A great job there. Getting out of his squat, getting upstairs for that save. It's a great save there by Billings.
And we've seen Hunter Billings just have a great game so far. Making a lot of big saves, getting some bumps and bruises. They reset the clock back to 45 seconds. It was 43 seconds.
I always love playing under the lights, man. It's so nice. Such a beautiful scenery here, especially at Meade Stadium.
Sure is. The wonderful, historic Meade Stadium. Jacques, Tardik, and the X. They're going to work it around. Here's Koenigsnecht over to Jacques. They've been doing well this unit today, and a shot and a score from Luke Tardik.
That was a rip, low to high. Billings just with no chance on that one. Beats him on his off-stick high side. Just an absolute rip there by the Lakers. As they're starting to crawl back into this one, Timmy. We'll see what goes on in this last 28 seconds, but we got ourselves a little bit of a ball game. It's just penalties, man. Both teams, it's kind of dictated this game, how many flags have been on both sides of the ball.
28.3 to go in this first half is 4 goals in the quarter for Grand Valley State. Not going away yet, including back-to-back ones the last couple of minutes as they snuck a pair past Billings.
This URI face-off kid has been unbelievable today.
Nate Winter face-off has been incredible. Here's a chance, and that one sailed over. The kick is good through the goalpost for Ian Schermerhorn as the clock reading 14 seconds to go. Stay with Rhode Island. Grand Valley State getting loud on the sideline that they're sharing with the Rams.
Last 14 seconds here. A big possession right now for the Rams. Try to get one into this one. As the Lakers bench is noticeably loud right now. Kind of like their own student section back there.
Here's the pass right on before the gun. Rutowski cuts in. Rutowski shot too tall with 3.4 to go. So last chance for Rhode Island before halftime. Swung in there in the middle of the field, and this was off the stick of Riley, and that is going to end the first period. First half. Jeez. It is 9-5 with Rhode Island on top after the game's first 30 minutes, and it was a good first 30 for the Rams as they led 6-1 after the first quarter. Grand Valley State making it a little bit of a game in the second, but the Rams, the home team, still in control in the driver's seat as we enter this 10-minute halftime. So, for a good first half, right, Cam?
It's a good first half. 4-goal lead for the Rams at this one. Just both teams got to do a better job staying out of the penalty box, and I think whatever team does that is going to dictate the rest of this game and take a good lead. But so far, the Rams doing a great job on the offensive side of the ball and keeping them in the lead at this one.
Sure are. So we'll be back in about 9.5 minutes for half number 2 with Rhode Island trying to close this one out and get their 6th win of the season. We'll be right back here on Fans Only Sports Network.
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Justin fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Justin fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Justin fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Justin fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Justin fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Justin fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off.
All right, third quarter action about to begin here on Fans Only Sports. 15 new minutes on the clock with Rhode Island up 9-5, a full-time shift as the Rams put in the work in that first half.
Ooh, bars.
Bars, ooh, I know, right? That was kind of smooth. Anyways, we're back to action. Rare face-off, not won by Winters. Slap from behind by Dorado is going to keep it with Grand Valley State.
Yeah, it's a cold one here now. But very interesting to see how these Michigan boys are going to respond. They've come out with a goalie change. The Grand Valley Lakers, they're going to see if that can get the boys going maybe on defense. But something's got to change on defense. Can't let up 9 goals in a half and expect to win games. But it starts on the offensive side as they're going to put more goals in the net right now.
Ooh, almost had a chance there right in front of the net.
Good save by Billings.
Just another good save. Raptis had a chance for his second. But Billings, who just had a phenomenal first half, trying to continue that here in the game's final 30 minutes. Up to midfield. It's Ruderitz, who Lost the ball out of bounds. Took a shot as well, and it will go back to Grand Valley State. On the move in midfield, Koenigsegg. Trying to get around. It's the first meeting between these two teams since March 7th, 2020, almost 3 years on the day. Right before the pandemic canceled the season. Grand Valley State won that one 13-6, but Rhodey trying to get a little revenge a few years later.
When did you say that was?
March 7th, 2020. Ooh. I was chilling in Spain, scared for my life.
Right before COVID.
This one off the stick of Tardik. The pass from Koenigsegg.
Wow, that one's barely going to stay in down there.
And it'll be picked up somehow by Rhode Island. The long stick man with a great move right there. Spinning around, it's Ryan Loring.
Doesn't even seem like he knows he still has it in his stick after those two spin moves.
Looked like he did. And off the stick of Ruderitz. Picks it up and gets it to his man a little bit behind Dorado. The Rat takes a shot, but picked up by Rhode Island in Schumerhorn. Here's a great pass up ahead. Opportunity for Grover. Yes, sir. First goal of the half belongs to Rhode Island, and Patrick Grover with his first of the game.
Yeah, great transition offense by the Rams on that one. The long stick's getting involved. It started down low with the double spin move from the long stick D-man getting to his Tendy. Tendy doing a good job getting it over the pole. Pole gets it up to midfield, and that transition to offense, those three attackmen run it very beautifully. And it leaves the Rhode Island attacker all alone right in front of the net for the easy tap-in goal. That's tough for the new goaltender for the Lakers. He doesn't get a chance to see that first goal. I mean, that first shot, it's just something right in front of him that kind of comes up on him wicked quickly. And it's going to give the Rams the 5-goal lead once again.
So, yeah, like you mentioned, I forgot to say, Cam, thank you for bringing it up. New goalie for Grand Valley State. It's TJ Coop, the junior. Big number 44 in nets. Not that big, however. You know what I mean. I have to respect the fellow TJ. As Rhode Island is led by 5 on 3 separate occasions today. 6-1, 9-4, and now 10-5. And led by 6 once at 9-3. Swinging it around. Grand Valley State, they picked up the rhythm in the second quarter, very much so, after only 1 goal in the first. This will be a map chance for Grand Valley State in a moment, trying to get the 2-for-1. Jacques keeping it alive, and it's still on the ground. And now they'll blow the whistles as the slash to the face will put a man in the box, and Grand Valley State a chance to get their 6th of the game.
Not sure if there was any penalty on that one.
No?
Yeah, there was.
There was. All right, cool. Nice.
Yeah, like I said at the end of halftime, the last one, it's going to come down to if URI can stay out of the box enough in this one to hold off any sort of momentum swing for Grand Valley, and it starts right here on this man down opportunity. We'll see if we can get all 5 guys on the same page. All 6 guys, got to include the goalie, on the same page here for this man down kill.
Jacques swinging it around. Tardik back to Jacques. He wants it, and that one got taken away, snagged in by Billings. I thought it might have been knocked down, but Billings just another great save. Hit from behind. Raptis lays the stick on Luderitz, excuse me.
It's going to be a cross check on Grand Valley. Kind of just didn't get his hands together, put a nice cross check into the back of the URI defender. It's going to make it some 5-on-5 lacrosse, or 8-on-8.
Some 8-on-8 lacrosse, like you said. With the 2 penalties, going to cancel out any man-up opportunity chance for Grand Valley State, who you saw him scoring a man-up chance at the end of the first half. That cut the lead to 4. Squandering that one away. With the Raptors penalty, here is Keegan Riley, the main man of that first half with 4 goals. The junior putting on a show.
Thought he was a freshman.
Nah, he's a junior. I also just tagged him on Instagram. I confirmed it. URI24 was in his bio, so he's put some of the moves here. Riley wants it and scores again. Number 5 for Keegan Riley.
Yeah, great dodge there by Riley. Gets to a spot where he likes it, and he puts that, once again, another bounce shot right between the legs of the Grand Valley goaltender. Seems like it doesn't matter whether it's the starter or the backup. Like we've seen so far, Riley is still going to dominate and get his shots off that he wants. It's going to give him his 5th goal of the game already.
5th goal, and, you know, we mentioned earlier he was outscoring Grand Valley State for some of that first half. A lot of it, actually. And now evening it back up, 5 apiece for him and the whole Lakers squad. Almost 4 minutes into this 3rd quarter.
Notice a little face-off guy change. URI maybe going with their backup face-off guy, but still the same results.
This is going to be picked up for a sec.
That's a loose
Bodies
ball
are
push.
flying. It's Raptis talking some words with Luke Senecal right there.
A little bit of a scuffle. The helmet comes
Scuffle.
off.
You know, we love to see a little scuffle in college sports. We can't have the luxury of seeing good scuffles in high school. But hey, a little helmet off doesn't hurt anybody. Besides a concussion, maybe, but I don't think anything happened too severe right there.
But yeah, it's 6-on-6. It was just a loose ball push on the Rams to give away possession. But Grand Valley, they need to do something quick and they need to do something fast if they want any chance of walking away with a victory in this one.
And they're not going to do it right there as that pass sailing out of bounds from Mesler. Try to get it to his man, Ethan Mates, and it's just not going to work. Sophomore to freshman connection, able to get it going right there for the Lakers. Here's Riley giving it up to Grover. Circling it around. This ties the largest lead of the game in 6, and is this one picked up by Ratowski. Kowski trying to get by Koenigsnecht. Sees double team right now, trying to find the middle of the field. Here is man himself and Riley again, picking that one up. Riley picks up, has a good lane. Riley spinning. Oh, that would have been vicious if he put that one in somehow. But it goes wide of the mark.
I had a great shot of that, too. That would have been sick.
That would have been an automatic reel on the FO Sports page, even though he already just got one at halftime. As Coop able to find this ball and give it to his man. It's nothing going right so far for Grand Valley State in this 3rd quarter. Still scoreless through the first 5 and change. Rogers moving it around. Finds Koenigsnecht. Back to Rogers. As the Lakers still trying to find the rhythm. They started very slow in the first half. Second half, similar story. It's a team that is only playing their 2nd game of the year, however. Well, and has already played 6. Pass inside, and a score for Raptis as Nicholas Raptis gets his 2nd on the night. To come back to 5.
Yeah, it's starting to trying to start some sort of momentum right now are these Lakers. So far, they can't really get anything too long of a run going to kind of cut into this lead. It's been at that 4, 5, 6 range for almost a quarter and a half now.
Yeah.
So let's see if they can get this to 3 goals, but you got to take it 1 goal at a time, and they get one early on a beautiful passing play out front to find Raptis all alone. Number 0 right on the doorstep for the easy tapping goal on Billings.
So the first multi-goal scorer of the game for Grand Valley State, as this one will be fought for in the faceoff and eventually picked up by Cantilli. It's going to find Grover, and this one.
Schermerhorn trying the one-handed pass there with the long stick. That would have been crazy.
Would have been pretty nuts. Seen a lot of good plays today, though. You need some good lacrosse players all across the MCLA. For sure. Is not a good lacrosse play right there, as Rogers can't get that one. On the pass from Galtieri. Grover walking up the field, surveying. Sorry, it's Riley. Here's a pass side. Grover's all alone and scores another one. What a pass from Riley. And
yeah, it was a great passing play there to find Grover all alone on that doorstep. Just bad defense, falling asleep. Are these Lakers? Maybe that bus ride's catching up to him. But a great job by Grover finding that spot, getting open, and then Riley putting his goggles on and finding Grover all alone like he was. And gives the Rams back that 6-goal lead like we just talked about. Doing a good job. Just the Lakers just can't seem to stop the Rams at all at anything they can do.
Not at all.
Just a very high-powered, lots of chemistry you can tell on this Rams attack. And they've been showing it off all game with a lot of clean passes. It's one of the Lakers players goes down right there. That did not look good. Oh, good save.
And picked up at midfield, up ahead. This one is off the mark on the pass to Tardik, fighting for it in the Rhode Island Ram end zone. And scooped up by Raptis. Got a man right in his face in Aiden O'Connor. Raptis gives it Jacques, who scored earlier today in that first half. As we're at the midpoint of this third quarter. It's a good pass, wide open, trying to make a move was Werner. And that shot saved again.
It was off the player's helmet. A good block in front by the short stick midi, number 20.
It was Colin Davis who wanted it right there.
Right off the back of his noggin.
Well, dome piece as it will be Davis going up high to make that grab. Koenigsnecht putting on the Jets. Working inside, gets knocked down by O'Connor. Still a fight for it. It's going to go out of bounds.
It's going to be a loose ball push on the Rams. It's going to stay Lakers ball even though it went out of bounds on them.
Stays with the Lakers with the loose ball push. Here's Koenigsnecht charging inside. Nice pass. Tardik hits the post. Bounces back to Davis. Koenigsnecht giving it to Davis. Circling. Trying to get inside. Pass is going to result in a loose ball.
It's going to be a flag on the Rams. I'm not sure on who. I believe it's going to be number 20 once again. Maybe a push with possession. But I believe it's going to be a quick 30-second man-up opportunity for the Lakers.
Sure will, as it's Sam Dorado taking a knee in the box. With 6:18 to go here in this third quarter. It's quick 30 seconds. Here is pass, loose ball, Koenigsnecht. Here is a shot from Jacques. Finds him behind the net. Second opportunity and a score. What a pass over to Jacob Rogers as they're able to capitalize on the quick man-up chance, and it's back to 5.
Here we go again, Tim. Just like
Here
I
we
said,
go again.
4, 5, and 6, man. They just can't get to that 3-2-goal range, the Lakers. But they take advantage. Good job on the man-up opportunity, moving the ball around, moving those Rams short man-down defenders all around the field. They kind of run around with their chicken with the head cut off right there. And they just all get out of position. It ends up for a nice shot opportunity for the Lakers, and they get that off and they cash in to make it a 5-goal game once again.
As you know, this game really capitalized by that slow start. Here's a shot that gets saved by Cup.
Then that's going to be a flag, yeah. It's going to be Schermerhorn.
Coop.
Schermerhorn comes in, makes a great ground ball play, tries to rip a shot. It was a great save by Coop down low. But Schermerhorn maybe a little bit too excited on that one. And It's going to send him to the box for a push with possession. It's going to give Grand Valley another man-up opportunity here.
As it's Ian Schermerhorn, the long stick midfielder, like you said, entering the box. He's going to flip sides. A good chance. I mean, this game was a 6-1 game. This game really highlighted by the slow start by Grand Valley State. Got off to. But since then, it's been 6-6, pretty evenly matched for two of the top teams in Division II across the nation. This is a roadie team last year that was the runner-up in D2 MCLA. And losing to Utah, the championship back in Texas at the end of April a year ago. Jocks swinging at Koenigsnecht. Nice pass inside, and that one over the top of the net. And it's going to stay.
No, it's going to
go.
URI ball. Goalie does a good job chasing the end line, gets his stick out there. Nobody back behind the net to chase for the Lakers, and it's going to switch possession. They're going to have to come up with a ride here or double at the ball so they can get the ball back with time left on their man advantage.
Tarkov settled himself after that one. Off the missed opportunity. Goes back to the Rams. Man-up chance ending.
Even.
Grover. Who scored twice today. Gives it up, and it's Richtowski at the top. Charging through O'Brien. Nice pass, but way too tall. So not really a nice pass, but Grover couldn't get at the doorstep. As there's just over 4.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. This game brought to you by our great sponsors, by Ray's Hockey Shop in Smithfield, Rhode Island. Everything done in-house in Smithfield, Rhode Island for all your hockey needs. Call 401-231-1995 if you want any apparel. Any questions, you can email Ray at rayshockey.com. Also brought to you by Stephanie Socher, who's been in business for 20 years as a broker and owner. Very well appraised broker owner in real estate, Harvest, Massachusetts, and speaks Spanish as well. There in Cranston, Rhode Island, and by our very own RR Elite Recruits with access to 60,000 coaches across 3,000 schools and 38 NCAA sports. If you are a high school athlete looking to be seen at the next level, be seen by filling out an athlete submission form at rreliterecruits.com today. Under 4 to go as URI trying to get it back up to 6, charging through. It's Riley trying to create some space, gets shoved down. Riley eats it.
Oh.
Davis will get called for the whistle here as a couple flags fly.
I didn't like that flag.
He can't believe it. And, Cam, take me through that right there.
Yeah, the initial offender does a good job right there, kind of taking Riley off his balance as he tries to make a dodge on him. And then the supporting defender comes in and cleans him up. Maybe a little bit too much on that one as he just runs through the body, a little bit of push from behind. And he's going to get the call. Riley was kind of saying head contact. Tough for us to see from here, but Riley's going to get the call on that one and give the Rams a chance here with another man advantage. This man-up offense has been killer all day today for the Rams. We'll see if they can continue it here as Stripes continues to argue with the coach.
We've seen that a few times today as well. Clock picking itself back up. Here is Riley. O'Brien. Little pump. Trying to get out of harm's way.
Interesting here. They're kind of making it 5-on-4. Riley just taking himself out.
Here's a shot. Hits the side of the net. And Coop able to get it back for Grand Valley State out of harm's way. 3 minutes on the clock. Head spinning out of trouble with Jonah Bunce. Tiptoe on the sideline. Flag is down. Bunce from behind. Technical takes it away for a sec. But flag against Rhode Island.
See that? The ref threw the flag into the stands there.
Did he?
Yeah. One of the fans got a nice souvenir from the Stripes.
Those flags are heavy, but Nick Senecal Taking a knee in the box.
Yeah, we're going to have a little bit of 5-on-5. No, it's 6-on-5. Penalty expires for Grand Valley. Good job on the kill there. And they got a little bit of life here. Once again, a huge 3 minutes here at the end of the third quarter. Maybe a goal right here to cut their, make it what, their shortest lead since the first quarter?
Yeah, it would. It sure would. They've trailed by 5 or more since the first quarter ended. Actually, it was 6-2 at one point, so it's like early second. But yes, it's early second quarter. I mean, they've trailed. And it was 7-3, so they've trailed by at least 4, I'd say most of this game. Rogers, who scored the last goal. Swinging it around. Good chance here. On the net, Raptis. Koenigsknecht, sidearm sling. Here's a shot, and that one.
Just bad job there by the Lakers on the man advantage to not have a guy behind the net chasing the shots down. All day, the goalie doesn't even have to move out of his net or make an effort chasing shots behind the net. He's just got to reach out that long stick of his, and he's winning the possession every time. And it's twice in a row now on the man up. Grand Valley's just done after one shot because they got nobody at X to back up these missed shots.
Billings getting trapped. We've seen that a few times today. I mean, the second man-up chance we've seen in this third quarter. Just squandered by similar things. This one's going back to Grand Valley State.
Seems like they didn't get the ball over half in line.
That hits the back.
That's another dome piece there off 20.
Another noggin. That one off of Sam Dorado.
He's down on that one.
And Dorado.
Looks like his helmet might have broke.
Yeah, slow to get up.
You can see the piece kind of on the turf right there.
Yeah.
Not right there.
That's the rat. I mean, he just got ratted right there by some bad luck.
Yes, he did. There's the piece. It's right there. Looks like a piece of his helmet has just fallen off. Hopefully he's all right. That's the second shot to the head he's taken today.
Let's hope he's okay. Timeout called by the Rams. Minute 45 to go in this third quarter. We'll take a timeout ourselves. 12-7, Rhode Island leading it. A little time to go in the frame. We'll be right back here on Fans Only Sports.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
All right, we're back here. Final 100 seconds to go in this third quarter. Here's Lowell swinging at Koenigsegg. They need a goal here. You want to have a reasonable fourth quarter to climb back in. Double teamed, flying the trap.
Great double there by the Rams defense, forcing the captain out of a scenario that he didn't want to be in. That's going to be a flag.
The flag is. I think he hit the face of Grand Valley State man on the ground, and
he's going to argue that the attackman kind of went to the ground there himself, and the defender was just trying to go over the top and check him. But kind of a scary check, a stick check, I should say. He tries. I mean, he's on his back, and he tried to go for the ball, which is right in front of his helmet. So he was kind of asking for it. But I don't know. Grand Valley back to the man advantage, looking to cut this to a 4-goal lead once again. Here with a man up with 1:13 to go in the third quarter.
1:13 to go.
Coach is having a good argument with the Stripes.
Koenigsegg swinging it out. Behind the net now.
Oh, great stick.
Batted down. Great stick indeed from Connor Luderitz. And going back the other way now are the Rams. Spinning out of trouble. This one poked up in the air, slicing through. It's Grover. Final 40 ticks to go. Lost his balance. Kennedy gets back on his feet. It's over to Grover. Trying to make a play. Doubled by a couple of black jerseys and finds Riley.
Riley coming with that dodge from the top like he has going down the right side, like he has on a couple of his goals. Grand Valley kind of making an adjustment finally with a good slide and a good support on Riley. Still a man up here. They're going to be doubling the ball constantly.
Riley squeaking through. Shot will be saved by Coop. Final 10 seconds. Guarino. Here's a shot. That's saved again by Coop. He gets on top of it. And that will conclude the third quarter. Just like it was for most of the game, it's a 5-goal lead for Rhode Island. Going into the final 15 minutes as the Rams trying to preserve this one. We'll be right back for the fourth quarter here on Fans Only Sports Network.
And the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, go!
All right, fourth quarter action battle begin. Rams leading this one 12-7. As they have just put the pedal on the metal. I don't know, foot on the gas pedal the whole game. And, you know, we've seen GVSU able to climb back in it a couple times today. Unable to get it to within 3 since the first quarter. How are they going to be able to do it?
It starts with staying out of the box. It starts with cashing in on these man-up opportunities. They had 2 in a row right there, 2 opportunities to cut it to 4 goals. Doing a good job is this Rams shorthanded kill, and it's winning faceoffs just like they did right there on that one. They haven't been winning too many faceoffs today, and you definitely got to get possession off the draw and set up your offense. You got to start to go quickly here. Make sure you got to have a guy behind the net start ripping shots whenever you see, and make sure there's a guy at X chasing these shots so you can continue possession.
This has been a little bit of a scoring drought. We have not seen a goal since
I was going to say, felt like it.
6-minute mark of the third quarter. Here's Jacques. Griffin Jacques to end the drought here. Try to make a move. What a spin cycle, and flag flies. And there will be a man-up chance for Grand Valley State.
Yeah, the Rams don't like that call at all. It's number 20 going back to the box once again.
Sam Dorado for the third time tonight taking a knee.
But like I said at the start of the quarter, it's gonna be the Lakers cashing in on these man-up opportunities. Make sure there's a guy behind X chasing these shots. And you got to cash in right here. You got to make sure the ball moves quickly, make these Rams defenders get uncomfortable, make them get out of position, and do whatever you can to take advantage of the extra space that you have here 6-on-5.
3 penalties and a couple hits in the head for Dorado today. Rogers spinning, or backpedaling, rather. Grand Valley State, we saw them squander away their last 2 man-up chances, trying to get one back right here. Tardik moving around behind the net. Koenigsnecht, Rogers. Puts it inside. Good chance at the doorstep.
Pass.
And that one, I think it was saved by Billings off his feet.
Great save there by Billings with the feet, with the floppers, as he gets down there making that stop on the back door and starting to transition the other way.
Another missed opportunity. Stark had a great look right in front of the net. Here's Grover. Kennedy. Pass inside. Grover trying to pick it up, gets hit in the back. And a stick to his face from Gaultier while he was on the ground. No flag. Just fighting for that as Grover did fall playing for the ball. It's a good chance for Riley, and that one wide. Riley, nice deke to get free in that shot. Trying to bounce it home. Couldn't do it. Because it was a little bit wide to the left. And
that would have been a sick move by Riley.
Could have been his 6th and maybe his most impressive goal of the game if he scores that one. Kennedy thought about it, spins. Nice move. His shot gets saved again by Coop. He's done a great job. He's done a great job in relief.
Yeah, he has. He's been a major part of why this isn't much more of a blowout than it is right now. This should easily be a 8-9 goal game right now if it wasn't for the way Coop's played here in the second half.
And that shot wide as well. Coop may have gotten a piece of it.
I believe if you get 6 goals in the cross, it's called the sock trick.
The sock trick.
Fans take their socks off and throw them on the field. Everybody goes home without socks that night.
I think it might be a little bit chilly for that for me. Here's Riley. Can get the sock trick here. Thought about it. Nice move in that one. Wide again. He's feeling himself for good reason. And a flag is down.
A little bit of after the whistle action by Griffin Jacques. The offensive midi not usually out there on D. Maybe not.
So it's Riley, I believe, who's going to go to the box. Takes his helmet off and will get on a knee. I don't know if you saw that, but Riley and I think it was Jacques, like you said, get on a knee at the same time. It was pretty symmetrical.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be 5-on-5 lacrosse here. A little bit more open field action. Grand Valley still going to continue to be out here in this man coverage. But Rams lose one of their best offensemen, Keegan Riley, who scored 5 goals today.
Guarino moving it around. There's O'Brien putting on the jab step. It's behind the net. Grover. Nice move. O'Brien over the top as Rutkowski could not get it to him.
Gonna be the Lakers' ball.
And a turnover, yeah.
They got to get some sort of run going. That 4th goal can come. I mean, to cut the lead to 4 here would be huge.
Be tremendous for Grand Valley.
Got to do something though.
This one trying to keep it in play, and what a job to do so.
Yeah, great job there, keeping that one off, and probably changing. Oh, that was offsides. Rams only had 2 guys back on that one.
Kennedy wants all the smoke, and that one saved again by Coop.
Coop should have started this game, eh? He's looked unreal so far in the second half.
He's looked great since he came in. Raptis takes a shot. Allen got deflected. And Billings able to get it back for Rhode Island. This is minute 11 or 12 with no goal. As the scoring drought continuing deep into this final quarter. Tardik on the right side trying to survey. He's got Senecal all over him. Swinging around. Charging through. Trying to take a shot. It was Lowell. Gets the packet set. Here's Jacques. Gets some space. Jacques slices through. Jacques puts it in there and gets his own rebound. Scores. And finally, this game is at less than a 5-goal difference as Griffin Jacques with his 2nd of the night.
Yeah, great hustle there by Griffin Jacques, getting to the cage, cutting it in hard. And the cut kind of continues control of the ball the whole time, finds himself all alone out front for the easy tapping goal on Billings. And here we go, Timmy. We got ourselves a 4-goal game. Tim, I don't know if you know this, has yet to make its way to the college game, but the pros have just put in, not just put in, but it's been around for a little bit now, a 2-point line.
Really?
In lacrosse. The Lakers could certainly use a 2-point line right now, and it would be very interesting as they're going to win this face-off right here and continue this momentum.
Sure are. It's Galtieri picking up that face-off. And we've seen, ever since the first quarter, the Lakers have outscored the Rams now 7-6.
That's a good point, Tim. It's a very good point.
Tardik spinning, trying to get some space. Thought about it, gives it up. Trying to charge through, take a shot. That was saved by Billings.
Great save.
What a save as the shot was taken from Werner, or from, Ethan Mate. The direction now it's the Rams. Guarino pumping. Gives it up backwards to Schermerhorn. And it's Riley at midfield charging through, got some space. Keegan Riley stepping back. Pass side right, the doorstep. Grover puts it in there. Another great save, still alive and picked up.
What a pass by Riley, finding Grover on that back door. Coop just doing a good job. Definitely took that one right off the hip. That one had to hurt.
Sure did. I mean, that looked like it hurt, I'll tell you that. As it's Lowell.
Here we go. Lakers get a chance to cut this to a 3-goal game. Be huge for momentum.
They've had a good amount of it. Here's Jacques, nice move. Jacques' shot hits the post. Almost snuck its way in there. But it bounces all the way over to Dorada and Rhode Island.
Lakers doing a good job here on the ground balls, kind of taking the ground ball advantage here in the second half. It's been another main reason for this comeback.
Shocks. Charging through. Trying to get around the edge was Mesler. It's a great cut inside. That one gets saved. Again by Billings. It was Lowell, who scored earlier, trying to get his another one in. And a big hit from Dorado to take it away for the Rams. What a play by Dorado. So it gets it to Grover. Grover working behind the net now. Kennedy. Riley with 7 minutes to go, and this one is a 12-8 game in favor of the Rams. Thank you guys for tuning in here on Fans Only Sports Network. This game brought to you by our great sponsors, by Ray's Hockey Shop at Smithfield, Rhode Island. Everything done in-house, hockey apparel, and much more. Call 401-231-1995 or email Ray at rayshockey.com for any questions. Brought to you by Stephanie Socher, who's been in business for over 20 years as a broker and owner. Very high appraised real estate agent. A shot and a score. Mid-ad read. And guess who? It's Keegan Riley again with the sock trick.
Just an unreal rip from Riley. Just gave Coop. It's a tough one to do. Such a quick release Riley does have. And he does a great job there, just unloading right there in that top corner. That kind of feels like a dagger, if you ask me, by the Rams right into the heart of the Grand Valley State Lakers.
As lead is back up to 5, and the potential dagger, first goal in almost a whole quarter for the Rams. TJ Coop, his scoreless streak coming to an end in net. It's face off. Who wants it more? And it'll be Rhode Island again with it.
Be a loose ball push, though, on the Rams.
Yeah.
Face-off guy.
On Winter. To finish the ad reads, also brought to you by our very own RR Elite Recruits with access to 60,000 coaches across 3,000 schools in 38 NCAA sports. If you are a high school athlete looking to be seen at the next level, fill out an athlete submission form at rreliterecruits.com today. That shot saved by Billings, got a piece of it. Tardik wanted his second. Thought about it. It was Koenigsnecht. Mates inside. And Raptors thought he had it. Flag is down.
It's going to be a penalty on the Rams' long stickity guy. Maybe interference. Is that even a call on lacrosse? I should know that, I feel. But once again, Grand Valley going to go back to the man advantage here. Just can't get out of this 4, 5, 6 goal range. Like we said, URI just been protecting this lead, adding insurance constantly. But you need one right here. You need a goal on this man up right now.
Need one badly. Trying to get back to a 4-goal game.
URI's got 6 guys out there still, though. They take the flag away? Huh. I guess they took the flag away.
So no flag, no extra man chance for Grand Valley State.
It was an interesting call. Interesting no call.
Koenigsnecht. Over to Rogers, trying to deke by. Rogers. The top, Koenigsnecht. Picks that one up at the 40. Crossfield pass. Trying to get to work. It's Ethan Mate inside. Behind the net. Nice pass, a shot, and a score, a ripper from Steven Koenigsnecht, and it's back to 4. Don't go away yet.
Yeah, the captain with a worm burner right there. Goes right through the legs of Billings. A sick shot there from the captain to cut this back to a 4-goal lead. And we'll see what we got in store here for this last 5 minutes of lacrosse. Maybe a little bit of a Laker run to try to make things interesting towards the end.
Sure would. It would make things more than interesting as Koenigsegg, number 2, with his second goal of the game. Able to bring it back to a 4-goal contest. Another false start in the face-off.
False start on the Laker face-off guy once again.
4th time we've seen that today on a face-off for the Lakers. Riley. Putting on the Jets. Trying to get by Galtieri. O'Brien. Making a move. O'Brien trying to get by Brabhocker. Kennedy working through it. That one too tall over the net.
Kennedy just barely misses that wraparound chance. Was trying to tuck it in that top corner. Just barely missed it right over the top of the net.
Would have been a ballistic goal as Heath Kennedy had 2 early on in the game. There's a pass inside. Looking for Grover. Potential push right there.
Yeah, bad play there by number 3. The LSM just pushed Grover right into the crease, and it's going to keep possession with the Rams when it was probably going to end up with the Lakers on the loose ground ball. As the time is just not the Lakers' friends right now with 4:20 to go and counting.
There's the midfield mountain, Adrian Rutkowski. Scored in that juggernaut of the first quarter. The Rams scored nearly half their goals, 6 of the 13 coming to that period. Trying to wrap around the edge. Back in the X, trying to put a move on. Rutkowski puts in their shot, score! Guarino, what a pass! And the vision there was 2020.
Yeah, that was a great shot, pass, and shot finish. Kind of going across the middle there to find. Was that number 5, right?
9.
9.
That was Guarino with the goal.
Guarino, just a beautiful cut there on that back door, trying to take advantage of the sleepy Grand Valley defense, and he does exactly that, making that backdoor cut. It was a good feed in front to find him, and it's going to be the tapping goal that I'm calling that one the dagger. That one's confirmed the dagger. As
Rhodius' team averages 14.2 goals a game coming into this matchup, getting their average just about here tonight.
Yeah, we can see why, man. They have such chemistry, these guys out here, these 6 guys with Riley. And then you got all the attackmen. You can tell Kennedy's had a huge game. It's been great stuff by the Rams all around, offense and defense. Billings has looked very strong in the net, the senior goaltender.
Sure has. He's looked amazing all night. Let's see if Ron wants to milk some clock here. Try to be patient. Kennedy with a nice jab step, cuts through the middle, and that shot wide to the left. Just over 3 minutes remaining in this one.
Oh, wide open all alone.
Couldn't capitalize. Picked up by Riley. Can number 7 get his 7th? He tries it in the stick, breaking, I believe.
Oh,
no, never mind. It didn't break. I really thought it snapped.
Oh, lacrosse stick breaking is very, very, very rare.
I was going to say, those things seem pretty strong. As Kennedy's pass goes out of bounds. Final 2:45, and Grand Valley State trying to get into double figures on the scoreboard. There's Coop way out of the circle there. This one went out of bounds off of Grand Valley State. And back to the Rhodey boys. What a game it's been for Rhode Island. Able to rake off a ton of goals and just be so efficient on offense all night.
Yeah. As Grand Valley's going to try a little ride here, and that's just not going to work.
An easy goal right there for Grover, his 3rd of the game.
No goal in the crease.
Okay, and his 3rd of the night. Whistles are going to blow everywhere here.
Yeah, Coop trying to start that quick restart too early there. It's going to come back, but Grover just makes a mistake there, gets his foot caught up in the crease to deny the easy goal. Such a shame.
You have to feel
That's
wide
going to
open
be a
on the
flag.
pass.
Grover takes a late hit penalty.
This will be a man-up chance for GVSU in a second. We'll get it right now.
Yeah, Grover is going to the box. He cleaned up one of the long poles back there on the transition play, and the ref not liking the aggression there after the ball had moved. And we will see. This would be one heck of a comeback, Tim. It'd be a great story for our first career game, even though we're
Sure would be.
Can we say we're cheering for URI as students?
Yes, of course. They're the ones who got us out here, you know?
Oh, here comes a little hidden ball trick. Who's got it? Who's got it?
Here's Coach. Well, here's a shot, and a great save of Ken from Billings as he saved the shot from Tardik.
That was sick. That would have been cool if that worked, not going to lie.
That would have been pretty awesome. The flag is down again. It'll be a man-up chance.
Yeah, so, Tim, right here, you got a little 7-on-6. They're trying to double the ball with the goalie coming out of the net like that. Sometimes it pays off by creating turnovers, but even the goalie out of the net, obviously it's similar to pulling the goalie in hockey. You leave a wide-open net, and you generally don't want to do that.
Trying to take advantage of wide open net. Easy for Kennedy, and he missed it. He missed it. He probably can't believe that one. That was his easiest shot of the game.
It was a great effort there by Coop to get back in the net and take up some of it and maybe disrupt Kennedy a bit there, but it's going to be a flag thrown.
Final 40 seconds. Flag is on the ground. Here's Riley. Almost got hit at the knees to the displeasure of the Rhode Island fans. Riley just running around in circles. 2 flags on the ground. Riley has some space and scores his 7th goal of the game. Count it. Another flag flies, but Keegan Riley, number 7, with 7 on the board.
He was gritty.
Hitting the gritty, as he should. With 31 seconds remaining in this one.
It's a vicious gritty right there after scoring your 7th goal on the empty netter for a team that's going to take a 12-hour bus ride.
Sure is.
Just a great job overall, though, by the Rams to come in here. I mean, ever since the first quarter, they haven't been able to expand, but their lead hadn't decreased at all. They just totally dominated play here tonight from the start right to the beginning. And it's resulted in a dominating win here over a top 10 team in the country. URI just continues to prove that number 1 ranking.
Sure do. This is a URI team.
Very talented, very deep.
Yeah.
Lacrosse, you got to be a deep team if you want to be successful. It's so much movement going on as these last 30 seconds are just going to run out on this one. Get a little bit of a show.
Yep. As they'll just hold the ball with midfield Mount Adrian Rukowski just leading the time on the clock. What a game it was for the Rams. Riley, the player of the night, ending things rightfully with the ball in his mitts. That's it. It's over. Rhode Island wins it. 15-9 the final. Storming the field and giving their man Hunter Billings his flowers. It's a 6-1 Rhode Island team now. 15-9 the final score here tonight. And they are cruising. We'll be back here in a couple weeks after spring break for Rhode Island against Stonehill on March 23rd. And coming up for GVSU, they got Bridgewater State tomorrow afternoon to round out their 3-game road trip. So, Tim Duffy and Cam Rancourt, it's Rhode Island Rams lacrosse here on Fans Only Sports Network, the first of many games. Glad they brought us on board for the season. And Cam, any final thoughts before we sign off?
Great offensive, great all-around game by the Rams. Obviously, Keegan Riley the star with 7 goals, but just great offensive execution. Good job on defense. Billings was a second star, if you ask me. He played great all night tonight, kept GVSU out of the goal column as much as he could. And just all-around team play, and the number 1 team in the country, showing why they are. Doing their job here at home, here at the beautiful Mady Stadium. Love working with you, Timmy.
Yes, sir. We'll love working with you, too, especially when we're able to hear each other tonight on our mics. Man, it's lovely. And viewers, you guys are lovely as well. Hope you all have a great night, safe week, and happy early St. Patty's Day. And go Pats. See you guys all.